Sam Harris is the so-called reasonable voice on the left, the gathering of the so-called skeptics who were able to break the magic spell, as Dennett would say, and ask believers to provide evidence for their claims, gained both familiarity and notoriety for being a la carte intellectuals. Here we see the intellectual brilliance of the leftist atheist in action, wherein the Islam skeptical Harris provides a reason to believe why right has more in common with the traditionalists from around the globe, rather than a white leftist in their own country.
It is amazing how divided the country is on this. And there are many people who I respect who appear to be, to my eye, completely confused on this issue. Here are the main things I've heard. My view will become clear to you in a moment here. First, there are all the people who are viewing this like a criminal trial. They're saying, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Are we going to let mere accusations from 36 years ago, presented without a shred of evidence, completely destroy a man's life? Right? That seems to be where many people are defaulting to. Most people drank too much in college, and most of us have things we did in our past that are embarrassing and that would be mortifying if they were made the subject of a Senate hearing. So where does all of this stop? That's where the ethical and political ballast is for many people. The idea is that we should be abiding by the criminal standard here, and that if we don't, this could happen to anyone. I think that's ridiculous. This is not a criminal trial. The question isn't whether Kavanaugh should be put in jail.
This line of reasoning is being used by left in general, and Harris here to justify a witch hunt against Kavanaugh. The criminal standard is proof, something which Sam and many his atheist buddies have repeatedly asked theists to provide. If indeed it is rational to have a policy of not only smearing but denying someone a job based on something less than proof, and thus affect other person's life based on something less than evidence, why do we need proof of God, as Sam has demanded, to impose theistic morality, or to craft a policy that disadvantages some people though does not put them in jail? For a rational person to believe that Kavanaugh did commit acts, as Ford and other accusers say, why does not he need a proof if he needs that to believe in the existence of God? Isn't believing that someone is a sexual assailant a claim consequential enough to need proof?
The question is whether he should be given one of the most consequential jobs in American society for life.
What is even more striking is Sam implying that because the job is of important consequence, thus the standards of guilt must be lower. Or basically, powerful and non powerful people should be treated differently, and we should assume guilt of powerful people much more easily. And who are these powerful people? Sam's conception is no different than a social justice warrior, in which social justice trumps justice to deprive powerful people of privileges provided to even the minorities to make everyone equal.
Now, whatever happened 36 years ago, he did enough in that hearing to make an impartial person think that this man doesn't belong anywhere near the Supreme Court.
Isn't Sam a liberal? And here he is judging people's character, feeling that attempt in name of impartiality. Whatever happened to don't judge? Apparently, that is okay now. Kavanaugh was in DC Circuit for years, which is also a very powerful court. What makes his character unfit for Supreme Court if he has a good record in DC Circuit? And if he does not have a good record there, why not bring that up and vet him on that? The idea of merit being placed before character to which liberals swore in allegiance to was a central point of debate for years under their dogma, where they decried any attempt to prevent someone from job or any privilege based on insinuations of their character. But maybe Sam will give an incredibly good reason for change and liberal position for their opposition. But whatever that stance may be, it is incredible to see how the so called primitive mindset kicks in when it is the time for left to exceed expectations of being small and act big every time.